Hi, this is Kevin from TravelScoot USA, and today we're going to be looking at this throttle. As you can see, the wires were kind of torn out of the housing. Now this can happen if you're at an airport and someone's just really roughly managing your wires and they just pull down and it came out. It is very rare, you don't really see this too often, but it has come across my desk a couple times, so we'll go over it today. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to access the inner panel. You're going to do that by just removing the throttle piece by pulling this apart. There's a spring inside. Sometimes the spring will just pop right out and fly across the room. That's okay, just find it and get it back. For this, we're going to need some wire cutters. Sometimes to put the wiring back into the housing, you'll need a device that's kind of pointing to put it back in, and then you'll also need a screwdriver, which I have right here. It's a Phillips head. We're going to remove the screw. All right, screw is out. And this panel pops up. And as you can see, there is a zip tie here. If you do not have this zip tie, what you can do is you can just cut it off. Or sorry, not cut it off, put one on there. So just zip tie the end of the black housing. You don't want the zip tie on the wires. You want it on the housing because this is going to go in here and it's going to prevent anything from coming out of the housing. So do that. And then we're going to situate the wiring down below. You can see this very well. You can situate it down below where this yellow wire is. Okay. So the wiring goes below. Make sure that the zip tie is inside. And then we are going to line up the hole for the screw. Sometimes it's easier if you just go ahead and start it, because the screw won't go inside on its own. So get that started. And then from here, line it up, just like that. It's really difficult to do with the camera a few feet away from me, so. Alright, there we go. Just make sure that the wires are good, they're housed, and not getting pinched on anything. Okay, so now you can tug on it all you want, nothing's going to happen. That zip tie is keeping it inside. The difficult part will be getting the spring and the throttle housing back in there. So if we turn it long ways, you're going to see that there's a section of the spring that goes out. That's to catch on to the housing. And then this piece goes into the actual throttle that we'll be putting back together. If you look at the throttle, you'll see there is the E on the bottom. This is the silver portion. You'll see that there is a little silver tab here and a black piece that sticks out. Going to line up this portion of the spring in between the two. Okay. And here's the hard part. It's very difficult on camera, but this is a magnet here. There's a hole on the bottom left portion of the magnet, and the part that's sticking out, we're going to put inside that hole. See if I can do it here. I might have to go off camera to do that. All right, so it's in there. We're going to push in just slightly, twist, twist, just like that. And that's how you put it in. It should be a nice crisp pullback. If it's not crisp, if it's like hanging up here, you did it wrong, and you need to go back and do it again. So it might take a couple tries, but it's not too bad. And if you ever have an issue, you can always give us a call and we can help you out. So it's again very rare that this happens, but if you do have any wires that come out on the throttle side, go ahead and follow these steps and it'll be fixed in about 5 minutes or so, maybe less. Thanks for watching and happy scooting.